Hello. Testing. Testing. I think this is on. I think we are good to go, guys. So far, I don't see any issues. Hmm. Give me a sec. Okay. Looks like everything is good to go. All right. Let's start streaming. Anyways, hi guys. Welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Colin, and it's good to be back. So, how's everyone's day today? Mine is. It's been swell, I would say. Not the best, but still pretty good. Now, where were we last time? All right, we were trying to get a pig, and we finally got one. His name is Tuta. Wasn't very happy though when I first got him because I didn't have a heater. But now, he's all set. We got food for him as well. So what are my goals for this playthrough? Well, there aren't any goals to be honest. It's just a matter of me playing something and just having fun with you guys. Speaking of which, I had a big achievement yesterday. I actually uploaded my first, as in my very first YouTube video. I think it's okay, but there's not too many effects I could add to it, but I think I made something pretty watchable, I'd say. For those of you who don't know, it's actually just a quick advice / experience of my first 2 weeks of streaming. What did I experience? What was it like? What are some advices I would give? And yeah, more of an opinion, definitely not an advice because, well, I don't have that many. I've only been streaming for like a week or two, so take with that with what you will. That said, though, it was my first time doing YouTube videos. Before that, I actually did a couple of shorts. One did pretty good. The others were meh, but they did get me a couple of good subscribers though. Son of a gun. That said, though, it did give me a couple of subscribers on YouTube because I'm streaming this on both Twitch and YouTube just to see what the crowd is like, right? Unfortunately, I missed my very first chatter on YouTube. To this day, I still feel kind of bad about it, but hey, there'll be another time, I hope, if I keep streaming, that I can actually talk to someone when I am streaming on YouTube. Because so far, it's been mostly Twitch. I'm not going to do the festivals. Again, I'm only going to do this playthrough with this save for right now, but once I get my PS5, we can start a little bit further down. So that way you guys don't get too bored of me playing in the early game. And that YouTube commentator, unfortunately, I did not get to speak with, was the one who gave me advice on this chest here. I never knew that you could. Well, I never had the idea of just putting a chest here. That way you can fish for as long as you want, and then just sell it to Willie. For me, I always thought, well, that's it. Okay, time to go back. But hey, it is what it is. What am I going to get next? That's a good question. I would say, since it's just fishing, might as well get the iridium rod, right? I think my fishing level is like... There we go. Willie, what the hell? Alright, forgot today is a festival day. We're gonna get to level 10 pretty much soon if I keep this up. If I keep fishing every day for this winter. But as of right now, I think I'm just gonna go fish. It's a little bit more relaxing for me. And I don't have to do as much. So My job here is to entertain you guys with my conversation, not really as my gameplay. At least not right now, I would say. Once I get my setup all ready to go, I can actually show my face. You guys want to see me play Dark Souls or those other scary games, right? That way I can show you my genuine reaction, not just hear it. It's gonna take some time to get used to, but I'm gonna show my face on the internet. But hey, times are changing, gotta get with the times, right? Let me know if you guys still enjoy this voice. You know, pinching my voice a little bit. Maybe I'll ask people when I actually have more viewers. Right now, oh, speaking of which, I actually got a total of 10 followers now. That's incredible. I can't believe 10 people followed me. And I'm not trying to be sarcastic or anything. I'm quite happy about that. I didn't realize people actually watch VODs or streams after I finish streaming though. Not on YouTube. It's mostly on Twitch though. I can see why people are hesitant to leave Twitch for YouTube unless you already got an audience. From what I've seen, the streaming community for YouTube is still a little bit on the low side. I looked it up, and even those channels with 100,000 or 500,000 subscribers, and they still only average maybe about 20, 30-ish. I mean, I think Dr. Disrespect probably is the best example. I mean, he's so huge, but on YouTube, he's only getting maybe around 15. Maximum I've seen is like 18,000 viewers, where someone like XQC or Asmongold easily beats that number. But maybe that's just me. At least that's my observation. Let me know what you guys think. Since I'm still a streaming casual or casual streamer or a new streamer, it's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to all of this. So feel free to leave me a message or, you know, send me some tips and see how it goes, right? I think I can only stream for maybe about an hour or an hour and a half. An hour and a half every day after I moved out, though. I think it's just with the nature of with my job, I can't be streaming during the day. And I don't have enough energy to do 5, 6 hour streams. I've tried doing 3, and that really wore me out. You guys only want to hear me when I am cheerful, right? Or only when I am having fun. If I stream for like 4 or 5 hours, and I don't think it's going to be very fun for you guys to watch me or hear me when I am zoning out. The news is my license has actually been sent to me. So now I just have to wait for my sponsor to sponsor it. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm going back to my real estate job, and you can't just start practicing real estate once you get your license. You have to be sponsored by a broker, and I am not a broker. I have no interest in sponsoring or being, managing a team. I fly solo most of the time. So going back to that job is going to be fun, but I know it's going to be a challenge though. How's it going with everyone else's day? Hopefully you guys are enjoying your daily job though. Whether you're a streamer or maybe, I don't know if any CEOs or executives watches streams though. And for those people who are just not really watching me, but maybe just have my voice in the background, hey, that means a lot to me, okay? Maybe I could be like, maybe the gaming version of Joe Rogan. Although instead of interviewing people, it's just interviewing myself. Oh, as I said before, I uploaded my YouTube video, my very first YouTube video. About 4 minutes long, I think. And boy, it was fun, but very, very very, very taxing, I must say. I was using DaVinci Resolve, and I really didn't know how to have a style. I didn't really know how to make it entertaining. So I basically copied, or at least emulated, one of my favorite YouTube content creators. The channel's name is Casually Explained. I really love his witty sarcasm, deadpan delivery, and of course the memes that he creates. I don't think I'll ever be as good as him, obviously. That's his talent. But I did my best to match it. It was more like a educational video, but with me, and I used Beethoven as the background music because I didn't want to be copyrighted. And classical musics like that are basically 100% copyright free. Thank God for that. So after I finished with it, it was just me ranting, instructing, telling my story, while with Beethoven playing in the background, and then playing showing a bunch of meme pictures, trying to match the story. I didn't think I did too bad though. Unfortunately, there's not many viewers on it. I think there's only like 1 or 2 views. But from what I've seen, when people who gave the advice videos on YouTube, right? You can't give up. It's not really the public's fault or YouTube's fault. It's just no one knows you, and you just can't give up. And I think that will be the hardest challenge for me, and probably the hardest challenge for a lot of YouTube creators or content creators, whether you're a streamer or a video, a YouTube guy, whatever. You just got to be consistent and persistent. I like that. I should probably patent that. Consistent and persistent. That's what you need to do if you want to succeed in this market, this ultra competitive market, right? Six o'clock and it's dark already? What the heck? Oh right, I forgot it's winter. Man, sometimes even I'm amazed by the attention to detail in this game. So I tried playing other games on the Switch with streaming like this, but guys, the quality and the gameplay is just not right there. I think this Mario Kart and this game are probably the only game that I can stream that isn't too bad when it comes to performance. Stardew Valley speaks for itself, obviously, but even with Mario Kart, I don't have Nintendo Online though, so I was just playing with computers, and it ran pretty smoothly. But imagine if I start playing people online, I can't imagine the toll it must have taken on this system. I really should have started streaming when the pandemic hit, when everything was shut down. Missed my golden opportunity then. Oh well. But it is what it is, guys. Can't look back. I hope when I reveal my face, though, you guys are not going to be too disappointed with the results, at least compared to the avatar that the AI drew. Yes, I did get an AI to draw this, and it is actually the most flattering picture of myself I've ever seen. I definitely, well, I wouldn't say I don't look like him, but I am similar, but definitely not that. I don't have that chiseled jaw and that neck and that nice hair. But hey, going back to real estate though, you have to dress nice, you have to look nice first. And so that's what I'm gonna have to do. There we go, there we go. Yeah, and I can't imagine doing fishing for like maybe a whole month though. That's some dedication right there. By the way, I have not upgraded anything or any of the tools. And right now, I think I am just going to fish for the iridium rod. Or maybe I can get another pig or something. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get another pig. Scratch the rod. I don't want the rod. I want the pig. I'm gonna get as many pigs as possible. Hmm. There's any other games you guys want me to commentate on or play, let me know. As long as I just have to give you just have to give me some time when I move back, right? I also got my green screen, so it shouldn't be affecting my gameplay that much. Let's sell some fish first. Actually, nah, I'm good. Let's just go back right now. I wonder if anyone watches this, if they ever wonder if they want to see if there's an application out there for the opportunity to live in a town like Stardew Valley. I've always wondered how many people would sign up. That's what I'm wondering. Today, though, I think I'm just gonna try and stream for maybe 2 hours, see how fatigued I am. I wanted to stream a little bit earlier, but but in the morning, I think it's better for me to study, to prepare for my job and then stream. After that, and after maybe 2-3 hours of streaming, I basically need to edit some videos. Again, goes back to that persistent and consistent, right? I have to stream every day as well as put up a video every day. If I get one follower on each site, or even just one site, or if I get just one follower or one viewer or one subscriber, I call that pretty good, at least in the beginning. I don't think you should be too I don't think you should be too entitled. Sometimes I don't even want to leave the farm when this music's playing. It's just so serene. My favorite theme is still the fall theme, though. That's still my favorite. But the winter is a very, very close second. I wonder if the developer created these sounds himself, because if he honestly did everything in this game himself, including the sounds, he's more of a genius than I thought. And I hope he continues to make 16 pixel games. This is where the heart is. I might have a customer coming in a bit, guys. They're not customers exactly, they're more salesmen. Hello? Something like that. Just listen to them. I'm more just making voice recording, that's all. No, I don't do that. No, I don't do social media. Just making some videos for one of my friends, because he likes my voice when I was speaking, so I guess that's his video. Yeah, he wants me to proofread some of his work because he's a writer. So he's just a novel, like one of those bloggers. I guess you can say that. No, he's a friend, and I'm just doing this as a favor. No, I just help proofread. Yeah, this is his stuff, so yeah, I'm just reading it and then just speaking it in here, and then he can hear how it is. I don't know where he writes it. It's one of those on those random websites. It could be Reddit, it could be other stuff, short story type stuff. Yeah, I was like, yeah, whatever. You can set it up, and I'll just read it. And there you go. Utilities? Yeah, my boss. He doesn't come in. No. Yeah. Only when there's an emergency. Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't pay the bills. Not really. He probably comes in when I leave. 8 o'clock when it goes up. Yeah. Maybe. You might. Colin? Thanks. All right, sorry guys, I'm back. I just had two salesmen coming in, two women. Don't know what they want, other than asking me who is in charge of my utilities. They did comment on the podcast, though. I had to make up a little bit of lies telling them that I was just helping out a friend and just reading his novels and reading it back to him. Don't want to tell people that I'm streaming inside a restaurant, right? This is what you get when you're actually if you're a business owner, at least a retail owner, especially in the restaurant business, you get a lot of calls, walking salesmen coming in asking, "Hey, do you want to, who's in charge of this? How do I get in touch with him?" I mean, they're just doing their job. It's fine. So, anyways, where was I? All right, just gonna keep fishing, keep fishing, keep fishing. Uh-oh. Gotta turn the music up. Don't want you guys to hear the copyrighted music. I don't know how many people would watch more streams at night, or you gotta let me know, guys. Do you guys prefer morning streams, afternoon streams, or night streams? Because as far as my schedule goes, I'm gonna have to go with a night stream. Maybe not too late into the night, because I know people like Moist Critical and those guys, they stream. Maybe I would say around 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. I'm probably gonna try and go with maybe 7 o'clock or something, and I can only maybe do it for an hour, hour and a half. The hardest thing for me to do with these streams is not really talking to quote unquote zero viewers. It's still really the emotional side, I would say. I guess the part where you're tying your self-worth to your viewer count or your subscriber count or your follower count. I can see why this is why a lot of people quit. So that's why in my YouTube video I basically just said, you know what, I'm just gonna pretend that there's 1,000 people watching me right now, and I just gotta keep trying, and they're just having fun watching me play, hearing me talk, and they rather just lurk. And if I say something funny, and it's my job, excuse me, to get you guys to talk. So right now, I'm just having fun with this game by myself. I don't care what you guys think. If you guys don't like it, type in the chat. Anyways, my landlord came in today. Unfortunately, I pretty much just told him exactly what I told every one of my neighbors, that yeah, I can't afford the rent next month, unfortunately. The sales have been so bad in this place. I think it's just the wrong food for the wrong location. It's not necessarily that because my food is bad, because I haven't had a single bad review. I had maybe criticisms, I guess, but so far no one has said the service is terrible and the food is terrible. The ones who don't like it might just said, it's okay. It's not something I would order again, but it's fine. So if that's the worst compliment you can get, I think I call that a win. Alright, let's sell some of this to Willie. One more fish. Alright, Willie. There you go. God, I wish I could play some other games. If it really would push me towards games like Fortnite, if that's what it's going to take for me to play horror games or shooters or whatever that's really out of my comfort zone, then so be it. But I don't think I want to play it on the Switch. And I think you guys would rather watch me play those kind of games when when I am actually streaming my face. You know what? Scratch that. I still am not 100% sure that I should show my face. When I move back, I've got the camera, I got the green screen, still haven't got the light, so let me work with that setup first, and then maybe by then, when I have maybe, I don't know, 50 followers or something like that, and if you guys really want it, then we can talk about that. But I do think revealing your face on Twitch when you're streaming right now is probably the way to go, just because unless you have a really good voice or very addicting gameplay, then I don't think you have much of a chance. All these content creators say that you have to go on YouTube and make it over there, but it is also very hard. It might sound like I'm whining and making excuses. Well, that's because I am. It is what it is. So, at least from the streaming, right? I will say that you have to stream consistently, so that way you can actually have content to make a video. So maybe if I upload a highlight of my streams once a week, but I only am gonna stream maybe for an hour or an hour and a half per week on, and then make a video about it, because boy, the video actually took a lot longer than I thought. I'm still trying to figure out my style for both streaming and content creation, so it's gonna take a good while. Mr. Beast did say that, hey, your first video is gonna suck, no matter what. No one's gonna watch it. So the only way you just have to keep going. You just gotta improve one little thing after another after every video, and that was my first. And then not to mention shorts and everything. So shorts might be like the highlight of that day, and then maybe like a video for the highlights of that week. I think that might be something. Who knows if I'll be streaming games though? It might be something else. It might just be me eating. Maybe I really doubt that one. Maybe just surfing the internet, or it really just depends on you guys, really, on the chat, you know? I'm still having trouble with my toe, so I am still a little bit hesitant when it comes to go out and running. I haven't gained any weight, surprisingly. Maybe because the situation where I am, it's a little bit too depressing to eat. I do eat though. I am eating, but surprisingly, I haven't gotten much weight. Oh, and I got some good results. If you guys in the chat could tell me about this though. For some reason, I went from like maybe 4 followers to 10 followers. And I actually had people view my VODs on Twitch after I finished streaming. I mean, I think it's good that people watch my VODs after a couple of days, but hold on, guys. I might have someone coming in. Nope, he went the other way. Thank God. Again, it is kind of embarrassing having a microphone right out here in a store that's supposed to be selling food. People are asking me if I'm streaming or doing a podcast. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. Oh well. See, that's why you need an engaging community, chat community, so they can remind you what the hell were you talking about just maybe about 15, 20 seconds ago. Maybe I have the memories of a goldfish. Oh, now I remember. It was about my followers. I went from like 4 followers to 10 in one night, and that I don't know if that's the people watching my VODs afterwards, because I'm pretty sure that I had only one person talking to me yesterday. I don't think I had any viewers on YouTube. I definitely didn't have any chatters, but I did have one chatter in yesterday's stream. But he's one of those people that wants to ask me if I need help with improving the channel, which is doing the logo, art illustrations, and all that stuff. I understand that. It's kind of like these people walking in front of my stores and asking if they can help me out with the utilities or the internet or something like that. I got no issues with these people. Not to mention the fact that I am a noob streamer. Maybe I should take all the help I can get. But guys, I'm pretty broke right now. So the thing is, I talked to the landlord. He's not gonna file any lawsuits or anything like that. So there's that. Oh, oh, this one's hard. It's got to be an octopus or something, or a squid. I want this one so bad. It's going down. It's going down. Come on. By the way, I'm using only a level 1 rod. Oh, that's gotta be a squid. There we go. That's what I thought. That's awesome. Alright, let's take these back and sell to Willie so we can get some money. Still fruit. Should be good. I think I'm gonna be done with the fishing part, mainly because, well, you can only play fishing for so long, right? So I think I'm gonna go chop some wood. That way I can maybe level up my foraging skills. Because let's see, I'm on maybe 5. Yeah, double the chance for a double harvest. You want to level this one up to 10 if you want to do the way that I do it, which is getting money from truffles, and which is once you get to level 10, there's a skill that says highest quality of the highest quality of foraging items you will always pick up. So every time you pick up a foraging items like a truffle, it will always be of the highest quality. And pairing that with the fact that there's a chance of a double foraging, you pretty much got yourself a gold mine. Plus, foraging doesn't take up any stamina. And you can pick it up in the morning or you can pick it up at night. And before you know it, once you get an army of pigs, maybe one pig will guarantee you at least one truffle. At least. I would say maybe even two. But once you get that, your army of pigs, you're golden. Sometimes I don't even care about the farming, unless it's maybe about the ancient fruit wine. There you go, piggy. Hope you grow up really soon, so you can give me money. So I'm just gonna chop some of these trees down. I mean, I got way too many trees anyway. That way the days can actually go through a lot faster. Fishing takes up a long time. If that's the case, I might want to upgrade my axe, but I don't want to spend the money on and the time to go mining for ores. The only thing I care about are pigs. Oh, I saw a story today by one of those content creators. It's a Gundam, and he was talking about some guy named Yong Yeah, and that he was getting a lot of flack for his voice acting for the role of Kiryu Kazuma. I am a fan of the Yakuza series, of course. Though I'm not exactly sure how I feel about the newest one. I haven't played it yet, but I will definitely be playing it though. I think it came out already. I think. And they were just giving him gripes about his voice acting, saying it sounds too AI, too robotic. I've only heard a small pinch of it, but it really doesn't affect me anyway, because there's no way I'm gonna play Yakuza in any other dub other than Japanese. Having Kiryu speaking English or anything else it's just strange. Yeah, it's not a knock against him, of course. I heard a little bit, and he was singing. I believe it was Breaking the World, or what is it called, Judgment? It's not the best, but I didn't think it was too awful. I didn't think that. I was like, oh my god, why did they hire him? So until I get my hands on the game and actually listen to it, then, you know, I'm gonna reserve judgment on his performance. But he has been blocking a lot of haters. Well, maybe not haters, but people who criticize. And that's something I didn't expect from him. Seems like I thought he would be a guy that, you know, that could take these criticisms a little bit in the right way. If some people didn't like it, so be it. But he went to the fact that he got to the fact that letting people, he actually blocked him. So he actually blocked, I don't know, for that. It's just kind of a sissy move in my opinion. I'm sure he worked hard on it, of course, but people, you know what? Being a business owner, people really don't care. The same thing with the fact that I have 0 viewers and not a lot, you know, it doesn't matter. that I'm talking to myself right now. People don't care. You're not entitled to people's good grace or opinion. You are only as good as the product you produce, and if people don't like it, well, I'm sorry, then it's not a very good product, is it? Just like my store. I can make whatever excuses that I like, but at the end of the day, it's my store, and it's my fault that it failed. Maybe it was good, but just not good enough. And that's all that matters. Oh, crap. Shouldn't have. Should have watched my stamina bar. Oh well. Alright. See, this is the reason why I picked the mushrooms, because it's basically a guarantee of free money. I know you can use bats, but I don't know if bat wings and guts sells for that much money. If you're lucky, you get one or two morels like I did here. It's easily 500 bucks. This is great for early game. And even in the end game, when you don't need any of these items, mushrooms like morels and chanterelles are a lot more hard to come by than just bats, you know. I gotta admit, speaking like this and pinching my vocal cords a little bit is a little bit stressful on my throat. My normal voice is a little bit lower, but based on what I'm hearing, it's a little bit too depressive. If you guys have any comments about that, then let me know, okay? Yeah. And if there's one mod that I wish I could carry over from the PC, it would be the damn tractor. That thing, oh man, I would pay probably maybe like 10 million or something like that. 10 million for a tractor. I make a couple more chests. Wait. So let's see. Let's put foraging and fruits items in one. And then yep. Okay. So foraging and food goes in here. Not the sap. Then maybe mining stuff. So fossils and muzz. It goes in the other. Yep. Okay. Not the mushrooms. Then topaz. This crap. Okay. Don't need the mushrooms. But I'll keep the seaweed just in case. Okay, have I pet the pig yet? Pig, 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 pig. If not, okay. So this is the... Nope. Cannot do anymore. Maybe I should get some Joja Cola. There you go. $500. At least $500. Sure, whatever. I don't even look at these quests. I just say, okay, I'll get to it. After I completed my farm and everything, then I'll get to it. The only issue with this one is that, unfortunately, you can't get... If you want, like, the highest quality of mushrooms, then yeah, you're gonna have to forage them outside. Here's why I only use this for recipes in the beginning. And that's it. Yes, now you are all grown up. So about 16 days, then you can start making me money. Don't worry guys, I'm not gonna go shirtless or anything when I reveal my face. Just surprising though, because that the computer drew me this way. It gave me a baby face and a pretty chiseled body. People did say that I look something like... And did comment that I have a baby face with a pretty large physique, so... Maybe that's the thing I can go for, right? Because if I'm talking like this, my voice might be a little bit higher pitch. Yet, I don't know if it'll fit... If it fits my image, though. For this avatar, I think it'll do okay. Again, the main reason I am doing a pitched voice just so that I think, in my opinion, when I watch my own stream, is that I think I sound a little bit too depressed. Maybe it's because of my situation, but yeah, we'll see. Chop down all these trees. I'm following their game plan though. They did say to stick to a niche, right? Maybe with this I can actually start going to conventions, because not only have I never streamed, of course, I mean, it makes sense that I've never been to a convention, whether it's a YouTube convention or a comic book convention or a streaming convention. So I think I started streaming just a little bit after 2023 TwitchCon or something like that. Granted, that was with a dummy account, not this one. This one will be my primary, because at that time I wasn't sure how all this thing worked, and I didn't want any technical difficulty because I had a lot when I started. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Well, to be honest, I'm still not having the faintest idea. But that said, though, I was able to make the stream watchable, at least right now. What you're watching is, 1280 with 720p pixels at 60 frames per 60 frames per second. And I'm gonna stick to this because I don't want my computer to get too overheated. And if I'm gonna watch a stream, I'd rather watch a stream that's smooth. It doesn't have, as long as it's watchable, the quality. It doesn't have to be ultra high quality. But if it's ultra high quality and the stream is a little bit on the looser end, then I probably wouldn't watch it. I'm sure a lot of you would agree. I am streaming on this on a laptop though. This is a gaming laptop that I finally got a new one. Because, well, my old one, it was a Microsoft 3 or 4 Surface. And yeah, when I when I tried streaming with it, it just would not work. I think I was playing at 25 FPS. There we go. Do I want $6,000 so I can get another pig? The answer is yes. Why not? There we go. There's that double foraging power. Can I get 4? Nope, I only get 1. But I got an extra fruit out of it. See, that's the power of that foraging skill at level 5. I think it's broken. It's like a little cheat. I could stream other games, Harvest Moon, but I just keep coming back to this one because, well, one, there's more people watching me play this game. Where if I start playing Harvest Moon, there might not be as many people watching. And also, every time I play Harvest Moon or Store of Seasons, I just think that the pacing is a little bit off. Sometimes the day can feel a little bit too long, and overall, sometimes it just feels like too much of a drag. Not to mention some of the graphics, they look like those early 2000 mobile games. I didn't like it. And then there's the stuttering frame rate and all that. Or I'd rather play, again, something like this where there's absolutely no stuttering, no frame rate drops or anything. Wonder bet this is a tuna. Could be a tuna. And it is a tuna. There we go. More seaweed, more seaweed. Maybe I should start flipping it around though. Maybe I should start streaming a little bit early and then maybe a little bit lessen it down in the afternoon, right? That could work. I'm still trying to figure out what the community wants though. I'm gonna try, because I'm just trying to get as many people following me and watching me before I move back and try to get as much practice in as possible, because after that, it's just gonna be a 1 hour, an hour and a half max stream every night. I'm actually looking forward to it a lot, guys, because to me, it has nothing to do with ego, nothing to do with money or fame or whatever. But I just think that it would be nice if you go to a job, you come back home, and every night you have people to talk to, and it's gonna feel really good because you have to build that community. It's not like something that's just handed to you. Man, this would be so much easier if I actually go, if I can do it in person, because for those of you who don't know, I've been in sales and I'm in the restaurant business, so I can win people over pretty easily in person. So maybe that's why I'm looking forward to maybe showing my face and maybe start going to some gaming conventions and just start meeting new people. Although I think it's a bit of a scummy move. Let me know what you guys think. If I go to a convention just purely out of the fact that, hey, can you follow me? Can you subscribe to my channel and that stuff? That just sounds like panhandling almost. It's kind of a slang move, I think. So I think it's just about going there, meeting people, but instead of telling them to or asking them to follow you or watch you, I would probably just to meet people and say hi and just have fun. And if people like me for who I am, great. Unfortunately, I don't have any friends that would go to these places with me. They're not exactly the biggest gamer, or yeah, I would just say that. I do have friends that game, but maybe not to the point of a community like this, because they like to go out and have drinks and those stuff, socialize. Unlike me. Unlike yours truly. The only thing that I'm not sure about going to would probably be a Smash convention, because I actually knew someone who actually went to one, and he said it probably has the worst smell he ever had. He thinks that not everyone who goes to a Smash convention never took showers, at least for a week. That's funny because I was actually pretty good at Smash, but that was back in the day at when we were still playing Melee, and I was decent at Brawl. But when 4 came out, I just didn't have the time. Had to focus on other stuff, like paying rent and all that stuff. I just, yeah, I didn't like any of the characters in there because they nerfed my boy Falco and Pit. I played Falco and Fox on Melee, like most people, of course. And then Brawl was mostly Pit. And then when they took away Pit's multi jump, it made him a little bit slower. Then I just couldn't take it. If they added Pit's super fast arrow, as well as maybe the multi jumps that he had, because he has wings, that gives me a lot of air mobility, then maybe I will go back to it. But obviously, I did not like using him in Smash 4. And then when Smash Ultimate came out, he's a little bit better. But again, still no double jump. Plus, they took away that. Oh, this is the main thing. Took away his flight. As in, because in Brawl, the up B special was his flight. And I used that move so much to gain mobility that they basically just turned it into a giant thrust. And I did not like that. It's basically like Palutena, but without the arch, I guess. After that, I just couldn't do it. And it was kind of embarrassing for me to go back and play and getting my ass kicked by a level 9 computer. I wouldn't say getting destroyed, but yeah, he was taking me out to lunch, so take it however you want. Alright, Willie, here's your fish. And you're not home when I need you. With the fishing, and maybe if I get lucky, I can get maybe a couple more mushrooms. Especially the purple, because the purple is the most expensive one. And that one nets you like 500 G. Once I get those, then I would say we get another pig. And by the time winter starts, we'll definitely have 2 pigs, but I don't know if we'll have 2 grown pigs, though. I can promise you guys I won't make that same mistake again. One thing I do hate when it comes to streaming is just technical difficulties. I won't ever ignore chats. How could I when I am in the beginning of this streaming career, right? Well, I wouldn't call it a career, more of like a hobby. Again, I'm just doing this mostly for fun. I'm having more fun if had talking to chatters than actually playing the game, to be honest. Once I get back, I'm gonna have to start working out again and get my face and my hair back in shape. Running a restaurant, all you really need is just an apron and some headwear so your hair doesn't fall into the food, and that's it. There's a reason it's a pretty dirty industry, very tiring. It's not glamorous. The only thing that looks pretty are, the food, I guess, when you finish everything. There was a time when I thought about, continuing on with the food industry, though. But I mainly do fast food, fast casual. and I really didn't want to be a cog in the system. If I have to say that I would probably more than likely maybe try to apply for like a Michelin star restaurant because they're always hiring, of course. I was thinking like maybe if I could work for a guy like Thomas Keller, that would be awesome. For those of you who don't know, Thomas Keller is probably the most decorated chef in America, or at least the most decorated American chef. Owns a restaurant called the French Laundry in Napa Valley in California. Unfortunately, I don't live close to him, so unless I moved to California, I couldn't go. Where I live, unfortunately, I don't live in the Big Apple or Chicago or California, so there's no Michelin star chefs here. I'm sure there are really good chefs, though. I'm sure there is, but our state, unfortunately, just doesn't. We're more the barbecue and soul food kind of big thing, not Michelin star. Although I heard that industry is extremely brutal. I'm still going back to real estate just so that I can actually earn some money. For those of you who don't know, the real estate market is quite different from where it is right now because of COVID. So even though I have experience, it's almost like going back as a new agent. I'm gonna be needing training again. So, but at the very least, I don't feel all that nervous about talking to new clients. And maybe that's why I'm not all that nervous talking to chatters, or rather, their lack thereof, right? Really should have bought Dogecoin pre-COVID. I thought, man, maybe I should bought that. I actually thought about buying a few GameStop stocks when it was like just around $9 or $10, because that was the time when I heard Reggie went to GameStop. I was like, huh, maybe they can do something a little bit with that awful company. Maybe it goes like to maybe 12 and 15 that I can sell it. And you all know what happened to it, of course. So it was a real shame. I mean, it was like a couple months before, so I really timed it down. But oh well. My restaurant did survive COVID, though. That's the surprising part. But then again, it was mainly because, well, I was in a small town. I was a big fish in a little pond, or a small fish in a small pond. Where I am right now, I'm a small fish in an extremely large pond, and I can't compete with all these big companies here. People's tastes have changed. Here we go. If 1.6 update comes out, I will definitely be playing it, but I'm not as excited about it because I mean, what of it, right? It's more or less just some extra items, maybe a couple of quests, and two new festivals. I'll give it a whirl, but nothing I just said really excites me. Hello, Penny, future wife, right here, guys, future wife. Maybe it's just me, but this is such a small town. You can't avoid meeting everyone. Well, there's only a few people here, so that of course. I really like redheads. Let's see now. All right. So far, 1 hour has passed, so I think I can keep going for another hour, but 3, I'm not so sure. You guys would only hear me for so long, right? But I do think from what I've seen that 1 hour of streaming is a bit on the low side. But if I do stream every day, then it shouldn't be that low. And I want it to be more consistent than anything else. Oh, sorry guys, I actually got a potential customer. Excuse me. Now, how about you guys take us off your call list? Spam call, guys. I always try to answer these because I think it's funny to piss them off. And basically, what I did was just telling them that, hey, why don't you take us off your call list? If you ever open a business, they're going to be giving you these calls that saying, am I speaking to the owner? Or something of the lines of, hey, I need to verify your business on Google and Yelp, whatever crap. It's all BS. And they basically just spat out these nonsense information that says we're working with Google and all that stuff. And then before you know it, they're just reading off whatever Google and Yelp says, like, hey, is this your address? Is this your phone number? Is it correct? And then before you know, it's like, well, your business is not verified. So can you like maybe try this system out? It's really, really annoying. I understand people has to make a living, but the fact that it's kind of like catfishing. If you're calling about quote unquote verifying listing, don't spout a bunch of nonsense like, hey, if it's verified, if everything's correct, why did you just waste my time by trying to verify everything is on there? It's annoying. Unlike yesterday, though, one guy was pissed off. I think the guy might have been off his meds. But this one basically just hung up the phone. I'm not gonna go all kid boga on him because I don't think these guys are scammers. They're more just salesmen. Maybe I should have maybe hung on to a little bit more, but I didn't want to keep you guys waiting for too long. Otherwise, I would have been on the phone with him for at least 5 minutes just to entertain myself, you know? So if I fish really hard, should be getting like maybe about 1,000 a day or so. And then depending on my luck, maybe about 300 to 500 a day for the mushrooms. Maybe a little bit more than that. And so I would say maybe on the 20th is when I can actually get a pig. And after that, 2 weeks of the pigs growing up, and we should be good to go. Because I think it takes about 2 weeks for the pig to grow up. I think. Again, I'm not an expert on this. I'm just trying to remember what it was like when I first played this game. Damn seaweed. Maybe it's just me, but What are the best days to stream? That I'm curious about. And when do people mostly prefer watching streams? If anyone knows the answer, or at least tell me what you guys think, or what time you prefer to watch streams, though. I heard people rather watch streams because of these IRL, where they go to certain places traveling, and they just talk to the camera. That would be cool. That's something. I can't do that though, because I gotta stay here in the market. One sec, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just turning off my fryer. Don't want the fryer to get too cold. Thing is, I'm a little bit worried when it comes to making videos on YouTube based on my streams. Because I can only talk to myself for so long and rehash the same story over and over and over again. So in the beginning it might be quite challenging because there's no one in the chat. But maybe I should keep watching the other people's streams, and maybe I can learn from their example on what's my style and try to make it entertaining stream. The best video shorts that in terms of views that I got was about 6,000, and it was just a compilation, quick, I don't know, 50, 60 seconds of me playing that game. It's called Suika game, where you drop fruits down or something like that. Basically like a reaction thing. It got 6,000. It got a couple of responses, but based on all the videos that I've seen, 6,000 is not very good. It was only my second YouTube Shorts, though. I think I deserve a pat on the back for that. I wasn't expecting to get over 1,000, but the fact that it got 6,000 was pretty good. Unfortunately, the same thing can't be said about my other shorts. My first one got about 700, maybe 800 views, and then the other one pretty much is just flatline around 100 or even less. I mean, one of them even get like 10 views, and on shorts, I'm pretty sure that is just disgustingly bad. But maybe I can look back on all this and say, hey, remember when you started and how terrible you are at making content? With failure comes experience, and with experience comes success, right? You gotta fail your way up. At least that's what I've been telling myself. There's nothing to be gained if you make excuses and saying, if only I was a little bit early, if only I was a girl, if only I had, so and so. Excuses, right? I can't wait when I get back to my old job and I'll be touring properties and everything and maybe share some of the stories with you guys. I can't go too deep into the details, of course, because I don't want to dox other people. Nor do I want to get myself doxed, of course. But there was an idea yesterday that I thought about it, and I'm probably going to run this by my boss. And it goes back to the idea of maybe try to stream a house tour. I know right now people are already doing like Zoom meetings and with these stream tours, which is just basically FaceTime and whatever. Oh man, I wasn't paying attention right there. As I was saying, you when you tour a house, maybe you can get the listing agent to show you the house and all that stuff. But from what I've seen, the quality is just not there because usually it's through a phone, interconnections and all that stuff. So what I want, or at least what I'm thinking of, is back to where I was what I was saying about those IRL streamers that go on these, road trips, and then I think it's like a streaming backpack or something like that, and they stream like pretty high quality audio and video to their streamers. And so why not do that with not only touring houses, but maybe if you are like moving to a particular new state or a new city, and instead of traveling over here, you want to maybe get a preview, or maybe you can't, but you want to get a tour of also the neighborhood. That'll be something, wouldn't you say? I think that might be a pretty decent idea. You never know. Gonna run that by him. It's gonna be on the company's expense, of course, because I think those backpacks cost like $6,000 or something, and of course there's the marketing. Plus, I can't do all like I can't do all this by simply just doing it by myself, because again, in real estate you work under a broker, you represent their company. So if I'm going to advertise something like this, then I'm going to need permission from the owners, of course. Hang on a sec. I got to take a drink. I mean, can you imagine it, guys? If you are in the market of buying a house, maybe let's say it's out of state, you see a bunch of listings on a website like Zillow or the MLS or something like that. Of course, Pam. And what happened was that. And what was I talking about? The streaming thing? Oh, right. The all these agents are just using their phone to Oh, right. What I was trying to say was, imagine if you are moving to another state because of reasons, work, family, whatever. You've never been there and you want to get a preview. But right now with the traveling expenses and everything, and maybe you just don't want to spend the energy because, going to the airport, flights, hotels, all that stuff, it can be a little bit taxing. So why not have an agent, a buyer's agent, go tour not only the property, but also the neighborhood and give you his opinion on the environment? I think that might be a good idea. I don't think it's going to cost you anything, right? Because my job is to help people to look for homes. So unless you're asking me to sell your place or list your place for rent, usually it doesn't cost you anything. For those of you guys who don't know, if you're in the real estate market, usually a buyer's agent or a rental agent, the one that's representing the renter or the buyer, usually doesn't pay much expense. It doesn't pay any expense to them. They get their money by taking a 50% split from the listing agent, which is the seller's agent, and the landlord or the listing agent for renters. So if there's a service like that, I think I would probably use it. Why not? It doesn't cost me anything, and I can get a good relationship with the agent. And the fact that not only do I need to do not only do I not need to leave my house, but I just need to get my computer and look and I can ask him about this while at the same time he's basically like an eye, like my eyes in another place, which is really cool. Not only seeing the house, but also the neighborhood and getting other people's opinion at the cost of nothing, really. So that might be something that I think could work if my boss allows it, of course. I'm not gonna have the money to do anything. So far, the only ones that chatted with me are a few streamers themselves and a couple of freelance artists. Haven't met anyone in my industry, whether it's food or real estate. Man, it's a slow day today. I don't have anyone. It's a very slow day today. I don't have anyone on Twitch or YouTube. But like I said, it doesn't matter because persistence and consistency are are what's needed when you first start. Both are essential if you want to succeed in this market. But I'm no one, I can't talk about it right now because, well, I don't have the credits. I don't have a lot of followers anyway. So, but hey, for those who are following, thank you for following. For those who are watching, or thank you for that. That doesn't mean that I am not appreciative of you guys coming in, of course. Please don't think that. Right. Feed the pig first. Okay. And then, of course, getting the mushrooms will be next. Not a bad day. It's not just only 3 comments. Everything else is going to make a good amount of money. So a little bit under 2,000, so we'll probably get the pig in about 2 days. So by then, I would say, yeah, probably by the middle or maybe even the first week of the spring of year 2, we should be getting a full-grown pig. Because I got my pig at the end, near the end of fall. So it took about maybe 2 weeks to grow up, I think. So if we get another pig in about 2, maybe 3 days, then we should be good to go. Oh, nice. I forgot about this part. I'm just gonna stay here and fish. You guys can watch. Yeah, my other file is pretty much a completed file. Everything is, you know, everything is foraged, everything is crafted, everything is cooked, everything is collected, and everything is complete. Museum, recipes, items, whatever you name it, I've got it. So I don't think there's any reason to keep playing that game, unfortunately. That's why I'm not using that file. At least not until 1.6. And even then, I'm still hesitant. So when 1.6 actually do come out, I will probably look at what's new and then see if it's worth getting. Otherwise, I don't want to ruin my perfect playthrough file because if I logged into it, it's usually like a small little cutscene of it saying congratulations. A bunch of birds from Ginger Island flies over by and tells you, hey, you should go to the top of the mountain or something like that, and Grandpa is looking down on you, very, very proud. It's kind of like an end game cutscenes, and because this game has no multiple, you can't copy one file to another. Then I don't want to lose it. Is what I'm trying to say. Maybe I didn't get the high school for the festival games, but yeah, it's something that I can live with. What the? What did you do to my... No. Willie, what happened to... I had fish in there, didn't I? Now that pisses me off. Now you can't fish on that spot anymore. Oh well. It is what it is, right? This will be interesting because I want to see if my box disappears. What else can I say? I got about another 30 minutes, but yeah, that's about it. By the way, let me know if not only if my voice is a little bit too high pitched for this, I am pitching it, but also am I speaking a little bit too fast? I think it should be okay. I want to use my old voice because this pinching a voice for 2 hours is a little bit straining. It's kind of like a workout for my throat. Maybe this will strengthen my neck or something. See, if I'm going to make a highlight from this stream, I am going to stream for 2 hours. That said, though, trying to make a highlight reel of this stream like this, of me talking to myself, is going to be a little bit difficult. Because, well, there's really nothing interesting about me sharing the same story and over again, though. So I can't wait to actually get back. I still got about 20 days, guys. Today is the 10th of November. I will be streaming on Thanksgiving, of course. I think I'm going to be streaming a little bit, a little bit longer for that day. Just see if someone wants to watch me. Have someone to talk to. Usually at this time, I'll probably either stay home or go and you didn't know this, but everything, either Thanksgiving or Christmas, I would go to my boss's house. That's how we have a good relationship, and spend the Christmas with them, actually. So, of course, he's more than happy to have me back. Not only because, I'm a friend, but also because, well, I'm actually good at my job. I'm actually good at my job. How else do you think I earned all that money and opened up my own restaurant, right? It wasn't loans. It wasn't just loans. I'm not sure after this I will ever go back to the restaurant business, though. Slowly but surely I'm starting to realize that maybe this space is a little bit more than I can chew. I just had a lot of energy, when I was doing real estate, and after a certain hours, like after dark, You don't really do real estate because who the hell wants to go look at apartments and houses at 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, right? So I spent all that money, not money, energy, and trying to do something else, which was cooking, and try to figure out maybe I can build a business with it. Now that I think about it, maybe, just maybe, I should have gone with YouTube or streaming instead, because this is actually more. Maybe I am underestimating it because streaming is a little bit more difficult than I thought. Because back then I thought, okay, streaming is just basically you playing video games and talking to people. How how tough could it be, right? Maybe the market wasn't as saturated as it is back like right now, but you know, I have a very big I have a knack for coming in just a little bit late. That's what she said, right? Is that Emily? Why is she so upset? This boat's my favorite. It's so unique. Why did you look so upset then? You want some bait? How about some seaweed? Would that work for you? Uh, that's funny. If you just walk up to someone saying, I'm giving you a gift. Here's some fish bait. Worms and stuff. What do you guys think then? I mean, living in a very, very, very small town like this, only knowing maybe about 30 people, is that supposed to be paradise or a nightmare? I wouldn't know because I never lived in a very small place. Mostly I've been a city boy, rather in the suburb, so I can't say. I think it might be nice if you actually know all the neighborhood. I'm gonna sell it, of course. Ooh, I almost pressed yes there. I'll come back in a few years or so when I have enough money. Right now it's just too much money. I need a pig, of course. Why are all my waifus here? Not really, Penny. It's the ocean. Don't you have anything else that's, useful? No? Uh, it is very pretty, this festival. This festival is very pretty. I remember during my first gameplay, of course, for this game, I didn't talk to anybody. Here, Linus, you can use some seaweed. I bet you like this stuff. I live in a tent. That's terrible. You know, Linus, people eat this, okay? It's not junk. It's healthy for you. Thought you might like it, but guess not. Here, Alex. Whatever the hell that was. I don't need it. Alright, where am I? $2,000. Okay, so we got, it's mostly the red mullet. There was a lot though, of course. Did fish a lot. Alright, that should be enough for the pig. Yeah, that's definitely enough for the pig, as well as more fodders. More haze. I didn't even realize pigs eat haze, but maybe that's just this game, you know? See, if there's a way to grow this cave, that would be awesome. We could get more bats, we can grow more mushrooms. I would also say get us a bigger cellar, you know? I don't want to only just doing the barrel stuff. Alright, let's cut down some trees. And then head over to Marnie's. There we go, there we go. It's not that I need the wood, guys. Just trying to upgrade the foraging part. And of course, trying to kill time. I think Marnie's is open around 9 or 10. One or the other. What? How about you get out of the way? Another pig, yes. Sure, Setsiba or something. Where's the brush though? I'm curious. What happened to the brush? Soon as winter comes, or spring comes, then I can stop buying the damn haze. Not that they cost that much money anyway. I heard originally you can actually kill the animals, like turning a chicken or into a chicken breast. I think they did that in Harvest Moon, but I think the developer said no to it. So 2 weeks, so about 14 days. So by, I would say, maybe first couple of days of winter, or excuse me, spring, then that should do it. And that should be enough money. Should be enough food for both of them. If not, we can just go back to Marnie's and get some more. It's the first time in this game that I knew that you can... I was surprised when I first played this game. I thought, why would pigs eat haze? That's kind of weird. Cows and everything one else, I understand, but yeah. Oh, also the chicken also eat haze. Again, that is also very weird. I never known chicken to be eating haze though. I'm no farmer, but I don't think they do. All of these little cute sound effects is what make this game really fun. So I really love this game. I'm beginning to think Friday and Saturdays and Sundays are just not that good of a game of a day to play games, or for me, for small streamers to play. But you never know. Maybe today is just unlucky, don't have any viewers. But hopefully I can get some viewers afterwards. Let's see now. Okay, that's good. You know what, guys? I'm just gonna start using my normal voice for the last 20 minutes. I just want to see test how it goes. Okay. Okay, guys. This is my normal voice. I think it's still very good. It's a little bit lower, but I'm not trying to sound depressed or anything, though. My throat. It's a little bit more relaxed now. I don't know, using that pinched voice just to try and maybe avoid trying to sound depressed, which, I mean, based on my situation, I understand, but I wasn't really all that depressed. So I'm more or less just looking forward to my next day. But my voice, just based on the chat, but maybe after I finish streaming, I'm gonna look at this VOD and see where it all goes. You gotta be authentic, right? I just don't want people to think that I'm trying to fake something. Not because, public image or anything like that, but I mean, I just don't want to be fake, period. I did start streaming. I did use the chat as a more of a, I would say, therapist, I guess. Okay, 1 month. Not bad. I was trying to use you guys' chat as a therapist, just to maybe a place to vent. But I'm beginning to think that maybe that's not the best idea. I think you guys, it's more of you guys are here to watch me to entertain you guys, right? So why would you guys are not therapists? Why? Now that I think about it, it makes sense, because when you watch someone stream, you want them to entertain you, right? To share their fun experiences with you. Who the hell want to watch someone stream their pain? Or hear about their bad day or their terrible mood or something? Again, I'm not streaming in this for the money, though. That I can promise you. But I really do want to build that number of people in the community, just so that when I come home for every day, instead of just talking to my parents or something like that, or my old friends, I can talk with you guys instead. But it's all about being patient. My neighbor just walked by. They're a salon, I would say. Salon? No, or is it nail? I can't remember. Salon. Let's see. Oh, hey, first chatter. Hey, it's Isabella. Yeah, I talked to you yesterday. How's it going? I see your comments. I see your chat loud and clear, though. Unfortunately, I've already started streaming for an hour 45, and my voice got a little bit tired. And this is actually my normal voice, by the way. Yesterday, I was trying out a new voice to try and maybe sound a little bit happier, but it makes me sound a little bit on the whiny side. Let me know if you think my normal voice like this is a little bit too depressing. And I think that was the issue that I had when I was going back and watching my VODs. Speaking of which, thanks for the follow. I think it was you and your friends that followed me, and you guys got me up to like 10 followers or something like that. So again, another goal reached. Thank you so much. It's always much appreciated. I don't know if you still have the bad internet though, because right now, I believe yesterday you told me where you are from, the internet is not so good. I'm just gonna send you a text or a chat then. Guys, I have my first returning viewer, I guess. Reviewing my first returning viewer. She said that no worry, you are too good at that time. I see. Again, tell your friends that I will be reaching out to them once I am ready to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with this channel. And see if I can keep the streaming career up. I wouldn't even call it a career, just more of a hobby. If I am serious, obviously I'm gonna need some professional help. And we'll see where we can go from there, right? It feels good to have someone in the chat or viewing me and having a conversation, because I've been talking for almost an hour and a half. Well, really an hour and 45 minutes. It's like I've been shouting and someone's like, say, hell, I hear you. What's going on? And ask me how my day was. Feels good. Speaking of which, I got my second pig. So by the time of my next stream, maybe we can get through winter and we'll have two pigs. I'd like to give information about an upcoming event. Feast of the Winter Star. Okay. What are we eating? It's time for the community to come together and think back on all the good fortune we've had this year. Oh, great, it's one of those. A favorite tradition is the secret gift exchange, where everyone in town is randomly assigned to someone else. On the day of the festival, everyone brings a gift for their secret friend and surprises them with something special. This year, your secret friend is Clint. Okay? Don't tell anyone. The feast will take place on the 25th. I'll definitely be forgetting about that, so yeah, whatever. Let's see, what would Flint like? Well, he's a smith, so any of this will do. I don't know. How about a coal? Or a bomb? We'll give someone a bomb for Christmas. Oh, that got dark. Hey, Bella. I have more friends. Hope they will follow you as well. Oh, I hope so. I look forward to having a chat with them. My schedule is in and out here and there. Like yesterday, I think it was like a little bit on the late side, and today was a little bit on the early afternoon. And then sometimes it could be like as early as 10:30 or 11 o'clock. Again, just based on my situation right now, you know. I will be doing streaming a little bit on the irregular side, based on my current working situation. But by the end of this month, I'll be moving back and I will have a more consistent schedule. I'm aiming probably around 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, somewhere around there. But I think I can only stream for about an hour, because the one thing I told about myself is that if I am actually serious about doing the streaming, I'm gonna have to be doing video editing as well, posting on YouTube. And so I need that extra time to go and edit videos. So yesterday I actually uploaded my first YouTube video. How about that? How's my restaurant going on? Well, I spoke to the landlord and I told him that, hey, I can't pay the rent next month. So there's that. I don't have enough money. So yeah, um, he asked me if I could like maybe stay, but I've already passed my test. I've spoke to my broker and my sponsorship, the license. I've gotten it today, and I'm just going back to my old job, which is doing real estate. Unfortunately, I thought about staying for a bit, but it's not just about losing money, it's about losing time. And there's a point in your life where I think it's like, hey, your time is a lot more valuable than money. And I know restaurants takes up a lot of time to maybe market, but right now, I think this just might be the wrong location for the wrong type of food. Because even in my old restaurant, it was never this slow. Unless you count like the beginning of the pandemic, then sure, maybe. But right now, we're not at that stage. And just based on what I'm sensing and looking at. Oh, I'll be right back. Actually got a customer. Sorry. Here for Minnie. Go ahead. You choose your curry, and then you choose your proteins, like to go on top. That's it. That's what we specialize in, sir. Fried chicken. It's unusual. It is, but we tried it because I mean, if you ever had Japanese curry, they eat it with fried pork, and they had it with fried chicken. Maybe not with Thai curry, but I promise you, it's quite good.
So what do you get with the fried chicken? Is it just some chicken or
Well, you choose the entree first. You choose the entree, so what curry you want,
okay?
and then you choose what protein do you want with it. And then there's some obviously some vegetables like carrots, some corn, some onions, and that's it. You just tell me what
Let me do the yellow curry with fried chicken. I'll give it a try.
curry, fried chicken. All right, 865. You
How long y'all been here?
about a month, I would say. So we just opened. 11:35 is your change.
Actually, just saw you when I was driving down the street a couple days ago.
Curiosity got the better of you.
That and I just don't feel like cooking anything. So my wife's off doing something on her with the girls. So
I see. All right. Everything here is cooked fresh, so please give me a few minutes. Then. Is that okay?
first, right? I prefer it that way personally.
Yeah.
Pretty much so.
See how our fried chicken is a little bit different from the others.
Well,
Very light.
try.
Very light and very tender and very juicy.
Great. Understand that. Thanks, sir.
Have a good day.
You do the same.
Thank you. Ah, all right, Bella. I don't know if you're still here, but I'm back. Sorry about that. I had a customer. My first customer of the day, right? Anyways, it's been over 2 hours, but because I had a customer, I'll just post for just a little bit longer. Anyway, what was I talking about, Bella? Yeah, posting my first video on YouTube. Yeah, I didn't get much views though, but what was I saying before? Persistence and consistence. Consistency and persistence. Gotta do what you gotta do in the beginning. Gotta take everything you have as if your life depends on it. And, you know, it is what it is. I think I have the worst luck because that was actually my first customer of the day, okay? I've been here for like, I don't know, 6 hours, 7 hours almost, opening this restaurant. And the one time that the first customer comes in is actually when you come in and chat with me. Stupid timing, as I would say. This is why I need to get out of this. Unfortunately, I closed my store down, as harsh as it sounds, because I can't stream while also, you know, opening a restaurant. A restaurant is just takes too much out of you, and you got to give it 100%. At least with streaming, you still got to give it 100%, but you don't have to stream 24/7. For a restaurant, though, I mean, rent, ordering, prepping, cooking, it's just a lot of crap that you have to go through. Yep. Thanks for understanding. Thanks for your understanding. See, if I was hesitant because a lot of I got a couple of customer comes in and thought that they didn't know if this is a restaurant or a podcast committee. uh, Good thing the customer I had, she was kind of old, so I don't think he knew what I was doing. But the microphone kind of gives it away, and it lights up. So, uh, yeah, that's true. I'm sorry, chat, or my followers. You guys will always come after my customers, right? But I promise you, as soon as I get out of here, I will. My schedule will be more consistent. Video quality will probably be a little bit better, and also, you guys are gonna finally be able to see my face. I don't know. I mean, uh, it's exciting, yet also risky at the same time. It's hard to say goodbye to a business that you poured so much of your time and your heart into it. I had this place open. I had my business stayed afloat for over 4 years. And for it to go down like this, it's a bit heartbreaking, but I'm going to be optimistic. And if I want to go back to it, I can. But I don't know. This part really killed me. I don't know if I will ever want to be in the restaurant business again, though. It just takes too much out of you. If you didn't know, Bella, I actually got into the business because originally I was in real estate, and if you don't know, if when it comes to real estate, right, you're not gonna show houses at night, 7 o'clock. Hell, no one wants to go. Oh, I know restaurant feel, it's too tough. Yeah. Right now in my neighborhood, unless you are like a big player like McDonald's or, you know, maybe a Panda Express in a way, it's significantly harder. The food cost has gone up, the labor has gone up, and no one wants to work in a restaurant. I mean, I understand because it's hard. Trust me, during the pandemic, right, when you see something that only sells for like $30, goes all the way up to, I don't know, what was the chicken? Chicken was like $38 for 40 pounds, so a little bit under $1 a pound. It went all the way up to like 120 bucks here. It was so crazy. So imagine it's like if you have to go out to get something to eat or go to the grocery, go to your job, you have to get gas. So imagine if your gas went up 3 times to 4 times. That's how it felt. And the insurance also went up, the tires went up, the toll booth went up as well. Ugh. Food prices have come down, but unfortunately, nothing else. So right now it's like these McDonald's and places, they're just picking off guys like me so they can just take it over. Enough with the depressing story. All I want to tell you is that thank you for following and hearing me out, and, you know, I think you told your friends to follow me as well. So you have a restaurant. What do you like to eat most? Man, I could go all day about this, but my favorite kind of food are always simple food. It just depends on my mood, but it's usually, my favorite is like a bowl of really good soup with some rice noodle, a little bit of garnish, a little bit of vegetables. And it's probably because where I am from my old country, rice noodle is probably our specialty. There's just something about that silky smoothness of it. And if you pair it up with like some kind of vegetable broth, or in my opinion the best, which is bone broth from pigs or maybe chicken or something like that, it is absolutely delicious. Pardon me if you are vegetarian or vegan though. You do you, but rice noodles works really well with vegetable soups as well. And then as for that would probably be my go-to, but I also enjoy like a good sandwich, like a corned beef sandwich. I could always eat that. Told your colleagues to follow me? Yeah, no wonder. I got a couple of followers all of a sudden. I was like, what? From 4 to 10. So again, thanks for helping out. Just don't be too disappointed when I actually show my face, though. Although this avatar has similar features as me, the computer did make me a lot more attractive than I really am. And also being in the restaurant business, you really have to eat your own food, so it's kind of hard to stay in shape, you know, especially if you're a one-man restaurant. You gotta taste your own food, man, stuff. So I gotta get back in shape. I'm not 100% out of shape, but I'm definitely not in shape. I mean, this avatar, this drawing that I have, it says that I've got a chiseled jaw. I don't have a chiseled jaw. The only thing that's 100% right was probably the color of my shirt and the glasses. So yeah, try not to be disappointed. I mean, look at, what's his name? The guy that played Minecraft that also, whatchamacallit, revealed his face. Dream, that's it, Dream. No, dear, don't embarrass me to things. No. I gotta appreciate every one of y'all. Even if I get to 100 followers or even 1,000, whatever followers, doesn't matter. The one thing I've seen about followers is that, or rather, not followers, streamers, when they get big, this happens to content creators, is that they get incredibly egotistical. I was kind of like this once, but not with streaming or videos. I was in real estate, the field that I was going back to, and that was actually back when I just got out of college, and I spent all my money I did spend all my money on stupid stuff, but not like anything illegal, but more like just going out every night to eat, and you know, going on dates and stuff, and buying nice shoes and buying nice furnitures, even giving my mom some allowance to get her to, you know, go on vacations. And it's you know, I don't want to be that again. I don't want to go through that again. And I've learned on my lesson, and I need to stay humble and appreciative. My good wishes will always be with you. Thanks. I promise I'll give you a call as soon as I am ready to set everything up and knowing what I want on this channel and the YouTube channel as well. I don't know about showing my... I don't know. I'm not pretty enough like Ludwig to show his face right on the profile pic, though. I don't know about showing my face on it, so I might go with your idea of putting up a logo or profile logo just to get... If I start to look good, then that might be a different story. Because I'm gonna be working out every day, just like my old days. Again, let me know if my voice is too deep or too depressive. I think the sound quality with the stream and my voice is okay. And, you know, I'm trying to figure out the stuttering part as well. When I first started streaming, I couldn't stop saying the word or a lot. So right now, I'm trying to fix all that. And try not to rush things. At least not trying to rush into a conversation. Just relax. Just relax. You're here to relax and have fun. It's funny though, I get a little bit antsy, a little bit flustered going on stream and talking with you guys. And yet, when I actually meet people in the real world, because I'm in real estate, I don't get nervous at all. Maybe it all comes with practice. I'm not as nervous. Oh, my voice is clear. Well, I'm sure it's clear. Just don't want my tone to sound too depressing, I guess. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, right. I was gonna say, like, when I was in real estate, and I'm going back there, I don't have any problem doing sales calls, like cold calls. Like just, hello, John. My name is, you know, Colin. I got your email that you were looking for, like a 4-bedroom house in so-and-so neighborhood, and let me know when you want to go see it. I can help you out with this. I have no problem saying that. But somehow I still get a little bit flustered. I mean, it's only been like a week or two with me streaming. And yeah, I'm never gonna see you guys in real life. Most likely not. I'm not gonna see your face, so most likely not. Yet I get nervous, so this is something I was not expecting. Streaming to newer viewers and strangers on the internet wasn't all that scary, but I don't know why, but I still get all nervous. Ah, crap! It's on the woodwind there. Oh well. And of course, right now I feel like I am speaking a little bit too fast, so I'm gonna try and slow it down just a little bit. Just trying to make it more of a chill stream. It's not like I am Ben Shapiro who just yaps all the time. That's not my skill set. At least I don't think so. I wish you could bring some of your friends to come and watch me, though. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys and maybe ask what you guys are, I believe, editors and freelance artists, right? I wonder what your lives are like. Like, how does it work, though? Like, do you guys, because I don't really do social media. Of course, this is my first time streaming. So you guys just go out and submit your work to maybe Reddit, or maybe is there like a Twitch stream that, that shows artists drawing and stuff? And if someone likes your work, they'll give you a contact. Is that something like an editor would do as well? The way I talk is pretty good. Oh, you're making me blush. I'm actually more charming in real person, to be honest. I'm actually I'm a much better conversationalist in real person when I actually can see a person's face and all that. So this is something I'm still trying to get used to. And not to mention I'm still playing a game, because when I'm playing a game usually I'm pretty quiet. So I just want to focus on the game. But so far it's been pretty good. I can't wait to start playing some other games, but right now I can only stick to Stardew, because this is the only game that I can stream without any sort of technical issues. And I don't think you guys want to see me play Mario Kart against NPCs. That's just kind of boring. There's not much games that on the Switch that I want to play, unfortunately, because, well, I'm more of an RPG kind of person and simulation, as well as hack and slash. So I am absolutely terrible when it comes to platforming. So you never ever want to see me play a game like Mario. Or any sort of side scroller, actually. Now, gotta say, Bella, just the fact that you're here and I'm having so much fun just talking to you, if it's just one person, I can't wait to get maybe like 2, 3, 5 viewers at the same time talking. Yeah, I think that will be really, really fun. I don't know if I told you, but my friends, unfortunately, are mostly just casual gamers. I mean, I classify myself as a casual as well, but maybe because, well, they're not as into it as me. And unfortunately, every time I thought about going to maybe a convention or a tournament like a Smash tournament or TwitchCon, they usually say pass. They're more the guys that want to go. You want to go to Vegas or let's see, like maybe a road trip to, the Mount Rushmore or something like that. Unfortunately, I can go on and on about camping because they love camping, and based on my experience with camping, I will not go there. I will not camp. The only place I'm going to camp is probably in the backyard. And if I'm going to camp in the backyard, I might as well just sleep in the room. I have PTSD when it comes to when it comes to camping. So I don't know if you guys are much of a camper. So, I have my fun with those guys, but sometimes I do wish I got more of my. Maybe I should have gotten a little bit more of nerdy friends, you know. And thus, that's why maybe my. Unfortunately, maybe that's why I never really got into streaming because most of my friends wants to do the other stuff. We all gone our separate ways now. Of course, we're still good friends, but they got stuff to take care of because it's more about them with kids and jobs and stuff. Well, I went through the entrepreneurial route of opening up a restaurant. So I probably have a chat with them every now, here and there, maybe like a couple times a year. And there's nothing wrong with it. I enjoy that kind of conversation. But if I can grow this community and have people talking or just listening to me every day, even for an hour, I'm really happy about that. I think I'm going to be very happy about that. So just hope you guys can bear with me listening to my my constant ranting, though. I'm saving a lot of games for later. Like, I'm also terrible when I'm a big scaredy cat when it comes to horror games. So my friend told me that if I ever get to streaming, I should definitely try and do a let's play with horror games. And that's probably the one thing that I am absolutely dreading. I'm not good with it. I've probably only seen like 2-3 horror films in my life, and usually I'm one of those people that just closes my eyes whenever a scary scene is coming up. I think the last movie I went see with my friend, which is a horror flick, was actually called The Conjuring. I heard that was pretty good, and it did scare the crap out of me, of course. And I only went because my friend beat me on the dare, so I had no choice but to follow through with it. And all the time, I was basically just had my knees up to my chest and just fetal position. And then every time I couldn't take the sing anymore, I couldn't bear the horror suspense and whatever. I basically just close my eyes and start chanting. It's like saying, "This isn't real. This ain't real. This ain't real. This ain't real." It's the same thing what I do when it comes to going on roller coasters. I also have a height phobia, so every time I get on the roller coaster when it reaches maximum height and it's about to go down, I close my eyes, grab onto the rails, not just like with my hand, but more like grabbing with my entire arm, and then uh, there's an my bad, grabbing it and then just holding my breath. Frets, I got really scared. Yeah, yeah. See, the kind of horror game that gets me the most are those psychological horrors. If you're playing a game like Resident Evil or something like that, I mean, you're like a badass, right? Leon Kennedy, Chris Redfield, big giant muscular guy. You can drop kick, grenades, flash bomb, pistol, RPGs, whatever. You can blow away all these whatever you call it, zombies or mutants or whatever, and monsters. But man, with The Conjuring and some of these Japanese, Asian horror flicks, like what do you even do, right? It just mind f's you. It doesn't matter how many bullets you have. It doesn't matter how much rockets you have. Because there's one thing because in these horror films, it's one thing to have like a thing if they want to kill you, if the monster whatever wants to kill you. But it's another when it's like screwing with you mentally that you want to kill yourself. Silent Hill is probably an excellent example of it. I probably am going to try the Silent Hill 2 remake. I mean, I heard that it's a classic, but knowing the company Konami, they'll probably screw it up one way or another. Ah, man. See, these are the things that I really want to do with my friends, but unfortunately, they just got other duties. And just talking about these nerdy things. So every time I talk to them, it's about their kids, which is fine. It makes me feel old. When you saw The Conjuring, what was that like? I can't imagine. Did it help out with his with his anxiety, or did it make it worse? Did it help with the fever or not? Cat, I'm trying to pet you. Yet, what the heck? The dog always say yes. You're just here sleeping. Thank God. So again, as someone who is kind of a newbie when it comes to, you know, horror flicks, I hate jump scares. So maybe there's that game, Friday Night at Freddy's or something. Oh man. But if that's what you guys want me to play, that's what I will play. And also because I think you guys will enjoy my reaction. My friends always told me that they bring me along not because they want to torture me, but because they make the experience better because of how either scared or overreacted I am. And I promise that I was not overreacting. Kind of like my friend says, he in real life, he told me that I am pretty funny when I try to be, but I'm hilarious when it's something accidental or wasn't trying to be funny. Alright, chopping up a couple more wood, and that should be it. By the way, Bella, let me know, because I'm trying to understand the Twitch community as well. My question is, do you guys prefer watching someone's stream, or do you just prefer listening to it in the background? And also, do you guys prefer it in the morning, early afternoon, late afternoon, early night, or late into the night? I know it could change for everyone. It might be different. But knowing my new schedule is coming up, I might just I will stream every day, but I can only stream for maybe about an hour. He recovered very next day. I suggest him to look at the cartoon film now that he looked Tom and Jerry and got recovered. I see. Tom and Jerry, the old classics. One of my favorite slapstick cartoons of all time. The OG. I definitely loved Tom and Jerry as a kid. I was definitely a more Tom and Jerry guy than, say, a Bugs Bunny, a Roadrunner. But I don't know if you ever saw this animated cartoon. I wouldn't call it the successor, but at least to me, after Tom and Jerry quote unquote ended, there wasn't a lot of slapstick comedy. Maybe there was, but I just couldn't find them as much. But my favorite, I don't know if you know this show. Let me know if you do. It's called Ed, Edd, and Eddy. It was the longest running show on Cartoon Network. And man, do I miss that show. Childhood cartoon. Yeah. I remember back then when we played Tom and Jerry like on a big old screen in... What the hell? Oh, man. So if the market ended, the chest goes away, and then... But I do recover all of my stuff. Ah, god darn it. I still remember movies being played like out in an open field with cars. That was really fun. I think that was a really good date. I didn't go on a date like that, but back then that's how people went on dates. I would have loved that. Sitting on your car with someone like everyone else, and then just watching a movie like on one of those big screens. Yeah, you love Ed, Edd and Eddy, right? Yeah, that's definitely my favorite slapsticks. I have all the Blu-ray DVDs and whatever. Love that show. I think it's just nurtures not only my slapstick humor or my love of slapstick comedy, but also like just the three friends trying to make a buck. It reminds me of me with my friends because we used to go out and try to mow people's lawns and clean their windows, clean their cars. And back then we were like elementary school, and we were like in fourth or fifth grade trying to get something so we can get a 7-Eleven slushy. So of course we didn't know how to do marketing, but somehow we just kept going to people's houses and just start mowing their lawn. And then because they saw us kids like just mowing their lawns for no reason, they obviously have to give us some form of money. Unless they tell us to stop, then we'll stop. But man, back then that was something. Pink Panther, Captain Planet, yeah, all of those things. The Last Airbender, Dexter's Lab, all of those things I missed it so much. I remember coming back to school, I did not want to miss a single episode of anything. It was just Toonami, and then you got Cartoon Network, and then you got the original Disney Channel movies. Like, what was it called? Brink, and the other one was Luck of the Irish. So many good shows, so many good things. Those were simpler times. And then, of course, the internet came around, the DSL, and then we all fell into the RuneScape part. I really, really miss those days. See, talking with you guys is awesome. You guys get my nerdy side. Where if I had to talk to my other friends back then, it was just mainly about the yard work, and we did something stupid when in school or something. So I wish I really had more nerdy friends like y'all. No offense to y'all. We're on Twitch for a reason, right? Yeah, I can't wait until I get more people in the chat so we can have even more fun. All right. Hey Bella, that's great work. Yeah, they were. Don't you just? I really miss those days. I really, really do. Hey Bella, unfortunately I'm gonna have to cut this a little bit earlier today because I gotta start cleaning up and prep for tomorrow. But I hope we'll chat with each other again. Thank you for coming by again. I wasn't expecting you to come back so early. So next time maybe I'll have a more more viewers, and we can talk a little bit more, and maybe we can talk to your friends together, right? Anyways, you have a good night, okay? I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks. Bye.